NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 21.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. His first throw is an interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, but boy, can it set a tone early.
You're good on the point after. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. He gets a lock behind one, deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers get it down to a single point. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Going to the ground again on first. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It's a gain of 12 there. And the Titans will have a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be third and long.
Go!
They're throwing it. Walker hauls it in. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Track at 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
They go again with Taylor. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Throw complete to Williams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Taylor now up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled. Down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go line.
From the gun, Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun on 3rd down. It's Greg Newsome on the interception. And the Chargers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Taylor makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Nissan. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 3rd and 7.
Open.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Got 3 on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Titans will get set to take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Check smash. Check go.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Chargers.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time, pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Titans get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
Throwing now on 1st down. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
19 tight.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
60 Eagle.
Spears running behind center. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They go play action on 1st. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's on the move. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to the air, Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Herbert. Hauled in left side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Working quickly here. It's Herbert once more. That's cut beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Chargers at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Now Herbert again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Herbert to throw once more. And the defender comes away with it. Jerome Baker has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Let's go now.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have two. Before halftime. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Running it with Spears. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, here we go.
They run once more with Spears. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
To throw here on 1st down. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go.
He'll throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. That one's complete, right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Ready.
One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here, a spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A handoff to Spears. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Spears on the carry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, here we go.
Slot man in motion left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds a man right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Stephanie, Ryan. Ready.
Spears on the give, headed right. Breaks the tackle, still going. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Go.
Now Spears. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Tag. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Ready.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Play action now for Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense.
And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And he'll get in, and they'll get a little closer as a result. The lead down to 13 now. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. To the air now on first and 10. Getting out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Hot, hot.
3rd down from the gun. That's completed right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Set. 70 Lions. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 6 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Go.
And this is Spears. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Here's a give on first and goal. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title.
Chargers 15.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Going ground game again here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
Warriors 70. Here we go, here we go. Check out.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's on the move. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Katie York now on for the field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Groupie sends it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Hey, ram. 21. Why did it happen?
Herbert now off the play fake. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Hey, go Lion. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
59. Hey, Ray. Hey, Kaplan. Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's Herbert once more. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. And they pick him off again. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans stretch the lead to 23. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Throw complete to Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Buying some time left. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about a ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Crowd right.
Now Herbert again. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Herbert throwing again. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Viking 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Ready, ready.
Now a give to Spears. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Go.
Back to the well again. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Set up. Ready.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ready, ready.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, ready. Hut. Ready.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to stay at the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Let's go.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Check out.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Come on, set. Hut.
A give to Spears, running right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They give him 5 in total. Now it's going to be 4th and 1.
5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
So this winds up a win for the Titans. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.